Nicholas, you're the director of new plants at Monrovia.
I am, Samantha.
And I got a chance to go upstairs and see the show garden. It's just, I was seeing that you guys have better seeds. That's what it was all about. Can you go into this a little more, elaborate?
We have a unique history. We were actually created back in about 1926
Wow.
by a gentleman called Harry Rosedale, who was an immigrant to America, and he was the first guy in this country that started growing plants in containers.
Oh, wow.
You know, viewers, years and years ago, plants were all grown in the ground and they were grown ball and burlap, but Mr. Rosedale grew them in containers. So the nursery started actually off in Monrovia. That's how it got its name. And moved over a period of years to Azusa. Azusa was an old manufacturing town,
Okay.
AZ USA, and they used to manufacturing everything from A to Z in the USA.
Wow.
So the company grew over a period of years, bought locations in other parts of America. Today, we're employing about maybe 2,000 people and growing about 2,500 different varieties
Wow.
of plants. And we are a company that is all about the plants. So we look for the best plants, the best genetics. We work with the finest breeders. And we also work with gardeners. And gardeners who discover new plants in their garden, and they call Monrovia up and contact us, and we go and look at what they've got.
Wow. So you get to go all over the world.
All over the world, yeah.
Any favorite spots that you've been to that are just unbelievable, or places that one wouldn't think to go to look for new plants?
America is my favorite spot. No, there are so many great plants all over the world that there really is no favorite spot.
Okay.
But I think a lot of people who go on plant exploration, it's like when you go on holiday. When you go on holiday, you tend to get in an airplane and you go thousands of miles from home.
Yes.
A lot of people do. And sometimes the best holiday you can have is just down the street,
It's
right?
true.
So it's the same with plants. We look locally, we look within America, and then we also look in other countries around the world. So it's really
Okay.
everywhere.
That's exciting.
It's fun.
And we were also talking beforehand about sort of the younger generation who is becoming interested in what they put into their bodies and eating organically and growing their own food instead of going into a market and getting it's been passed, through several weeks or frozen, and getting it fresh. And we'd love to know how you can help our viewers with growing in urban environments. Like, say you live in a city.
Sure.
Because I know you have some how-to videos that.
Well, here, I have to tell you. So Samantha asked me this question just before we started doing the interview. And I actually turned the question back on her and said, so what do you think? Right? And Samantha gave me this long answer for about 10 minutes without coming up for air. So it's a great question. We're on, as a group of people and folks of your age, we have an age difference, right? So for folks of your age, you're on the precipice of opportunity. And I really mean that. Urban farming, edible gardening, whatever it might be, it used to be a trend. And I've been in America for 32 years. So in those 32 years, I've seen edible gardening or gardening with organics come and go as a trend, probably 2 or 3 times. Now it's a cultural shift. Now it's something people want to integrate into their wellness program.
Yeah.
So whether you have a patio or whether you have just a balcony or a garden or community gardens are really becoming trendy.
Becoming big.
People want to grow something for themselves or their families. Today, we're at this great show up in Seattle, and there's just a cornucopia of vegetables you can buy, gardening ideas, soils you can use. There's a lot of information. So whether it's an experienced gardener or whether it's a wannabe gardener, it's really easy to do. A lot of people don't step forward because they're afraid of failure. So you got to be brave, just get out there. In my bag, I live in Southern California. In my bag, I've got 5 different varieties of potatoes, right?
Wow.
Now, my bride, it's a long story, and I'm not going to bore you, but my bride always buys vegetables from the store. So now we're going to start growing them at home. I don't have a very big garden, but we're going to garden potatoes in containers.
Wow.
And it's easy to do. Really easy.
Now, where can our viewers find videos, like if they're at home and they want to know how to grow potatoes in containers or whatever it is that they want to grow?
GardenTV.
GardenTV.
That's a good start. There are an enormous amount of videos all over the internet. And if you go to monrovia.com, there's some plant savvy videos, and I've done a lot of videos on those, as a lot of other people have. Dan Hinckley, who's a great plant explorer. In fact, he's speaking while you and I are chatting right now. He's got about 900 people in there listening to him. It's amazing. So there's the Monrovia site to go to. We've also done a lot of eHow videos. Where you can learn how to prune plants, fertilize plants, grow plants. They're about a minute and a half long. So the basic stuff, but it's great information.
And of course, here on Garden TV, you can find content and ideas of how to grow your own vegetables and fruit in your own garden, whether it's big or small. Well, thank you so much for
Samantha,
chatting with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you.